Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of English 221. Hopefully your first week at LMC in the fall semester went well. I know it can kind of take everyone a little bit of time to get back into the groove of things, myself included. So hopefully you had a good week and you are ready to take a look at what week 2 has to offer. Now, as far as English 221 goes, you'll notice that you can see where we're headed this week. And for this week, really, we're opening up into our first big unit of the semester, right? What I encourage you to do before you do any of the work in the class is to watch the Unit 1 overview, because in this video, I kind of walk you through not just what we're going to be doing in the unit, but why, right? What is the purpose of the work that you're going to be doing? And that's really one thing that's important to me in this class and in all the classes that I teach, is that you have a sense of kind of what the greater good is going to be. Yes, we are meeting course requirements. Yes, there are state requirements that we must meet. But really, my ultimate goal is, at least in this opening unit, for sure, is to try to give you some things that you can actually use outside of my class. So be sure you watch the Unit 1 overview in the modules for this week. But the work that we do this week begins with introductions, right? I didn't do that in the first week just because the first week is kind of people are going in and out and dropping class and adding class, and sometimes it's kind of strange to introduce yourself when there's so much movement. So I waited until the second week for the introductions. You're writing goals. So last week you wrote a little bit about who you are as a writer. This week you're going to go back into the syllabus, take a look at those learning targets that are listed in the back page, and just kind of make some goals for yourself. Other than, of course, that you want to pass English 221, but like beyond that, what are some of the goals that you have for yourself as a writer? And so this assignment will walk you through some of those questions. And then you'll notice that there are a lot of read pages. So I want to emphasize again that this class relies on the modules for the content. So I noticed that a whole bunch of folks only access the assignments from the to-do list or the dashboard. And you can do that, of course, but you're missing all the content. And you may have been able to do that in week 1, but now the assignments rely on you having read the work in the modules. So do that, work through the modules. The modules are the places where I put all of the material kind of in the order that I would like you to work through that. So if you're clicking through the modules from the top to the bottom, you're kind of moving in the order of the material that I would like you to do that. So you can see here you have some readings about rhetoric, about the rhetorical situation. This concept is really key. We will be going back and revisiting this concept all semester long. You've probably read a little bit about the rhetorical situation before, but this time we're really going to dive into issues like audience and exigence and purpose. And then as we move into the first writing assignment that is due this week, which is the Common App. So again, you're going to be reading through all of this. And then submitting your Common App essay, which is going to be due at the end of the week. And you might be thinking, Ms. Miller, I don't even know what you're talking about. My response to that is, go look in the modules because the information is there for you. Your writing territory this week has your first mentor text from Jimmy Santiago Baca. So you need to go ahead and read that mentor text to find out what skill you're writing about. So again, remember the writing territories. You can choose to write about whatever you want. Last week you did not have a certain skill that you were practicing. You were just writing. This week is your first skill. And so the mentor text kind of shows you what that skill is, what it looks like in real life, right? It's not just, oh, I'm going to read about this skill on this textbook page and then try and do it. It's like, okay, so here's what the skill is. Here's why you might want to think about it as a writer. And here's what it looks like when it's done by someone who writes, right? And so you'll notice in the mentor texts that you'll see a bunch of the skills that I've highlighted. So again, so you can see what these skills look like in the real world, right? Again, it's not just on a textbook page. You do not have to write about Baca. You do not have to write about what he's writing about. I only show you his piece because I want you to see that skill. And that's the idea behind the mentor skills. As always, your due dates are Friday, but you have until Sunday, which is your grace period. A couple of other quick little announcements that I wanted to add. My office hours this week are a little bit wonky. I have some things going on. So I have office hours Wednesday evening from 7 to 8 p.m. and then on Thursday afternoon from 1:30 to 3:30. Those are my office hours this week. Later today, today's Monday, it's Monday morning, later today, a quiz will appear in the modules. And I will put it also on your to-do list so that you can see it. And basically, it's just it's 1 or 2 question quiz that will pop up that will ask you to basically visit the comments that I have left on your writing territory. A lot of the feedback that I will give in Canvas comments, and so it's a way for you to just kind of go there, especially if you're not accustomed to getting instructor feedback there. It's a way for you to kind of check that. Okay, so that's the end of week 2. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can access me easiest by using the Canvas email function. You also have my direct email on the syllabus. You can use Pronto. So again, I'm here to help support you. And if you would like to schedule a conference, then click on the calendar and you can schedule a one-to-one conference. Okay? All right. I hope you all have a great week and take care.